The only things that you solve are problems, right? And today's masterclass is the intention setting masterclass. I love January. It's such a reset. It's a theme at this time of year where people are realigned or at least trying to get realigned and refocused on their goals, recommitted to their goals. And as every day, week, and month goes on throughout the year, we get distracted or we get further away from home base. Home base being our deepest desires, our biggest commitments, and our biggest goals. And it's okay and it's natural. However, what I'd love to do today is give you some new tools to have a powerful year to year. These are tools that you'll be able to take into your every single day. We are actually going to talk about resolutions first, and then we'll go a little bit more powerfully into intention setting. I want to debunk resolutions. So I want to give you an equation for resolutions. So the word resolution, write down the word resolution and then the little equals sign. So resolution equals resolve. And resolve equals solve. So you can see these are the bases of these words. Resolution, resolve, solve equals problem. The only things that you solve are problems, right? So then problem equals fix. Any problem that we have to fix. And then the last equal sign is broken. Resolution equals resolve equals solve equals problem equals fix equals broken. And this is our equation for how we relate to ourselves inside of the context of resolution setting. So when we set a resolution, we're actually out to fix ourselves because our view of ourselves, the way we relate to ourselves, is broken. You may not be out in the world telling people, I'm broken, I'm damaged goods, I'm a lost cause. You don't go out there telling people that, but very often you wear it in your energy. And so, what are you going to resolve to do this year? I'm going to give up sugar. I'm going to give up smoking. I'm going to give up drinking. I'm going to get to the gym so many more times a week. So many of those shouts, I've got something wrong with me that I'm working on fixing. That is it ties us right into old patterns, maybe from childhood, maybe from school, maybe from religion, all sorts of things about shame, guilt, judgment, and fear, and then not relating to yourself in a powerful way. It's really important to see what resolutions do, because when you're caught inside of a resolution setting pattern, you're constantly relating to yourself as broken, which also qualifies, I'm going to say some of the inner critic conversations, right? Like not good enough, undeserving, unlovable, too much. You guys ever have conversations with yourself about being too much or not enough, a little overweight? How many of us are lying to ourselves about the last 10 pounds we're supposed to lose being the key to our happiness, right? If we could quit resolving to finally lose the last 10 pounds, we could actually shift our focus. When you look at what's broken, you're always going to see what's broken. You're going to keep seeing it. And if you relate to yourself as broken, everything outside of you is going to occur as a threat. This is a big one because it's very subconscious. So everything outside of you occurs as a threat, or the world occurs as a threat. So let's say we have the belief that I'm going to get out of debt this year and that's going to be the thing, right? I'm going to work on my debt. I resolve not to spend money. I resolve to lower my bills. I resolve to, pay off a whole credit card. All of that is inside of I'm bad with money. There's a deeper story that I can't handle money, or I've screwed it up somehow. I'm wasteful. There's guilt, there's blame, there's shame around it all. And then you guys, this is where resolutions do not last, is everything outside of me. If I resolve to get out of debt and not spend money, everything is a reason to spend money. Everyone's asking me to spend money. Going out means spending money. Signing up for anything new that may actually help me improve my life is about spending money. Even the future stuff or stuff outside of me, I'm now feeling vulnerable against, and I shouldn't engage with or look at or be involved with. If you can break this, which we're doing, you cannot shift that which you cannot see. So today you're here to see see that resolutions do not serve you. And so if you stay in resolutions, it's going to keep you in looping cycles, disempowering cycles. Like, again, every email that comes in is now like, oh gosh, it reminds you either that you're following through on your resolution or that you're not. And so your whole day becomes about whether you're keeping your resolutions to yourself. And it is not an empowering energy to live in. And so we're going to start to shift this, but you have to actually know your cycles. You have to know those disempowering situations, because if you have resolutions and you're relating to yourself as broken, you're going to see your disempowering belief manifesting in your life. And that's the thing that you're trying to resolve. You do know your cycles and patterns. And this is where you're able to actually intention set and shift. You actually do know what you want, but you're more focused on what you don't want. Shifting from resolution setting to intention setting. Stop talking about what you don't want. Start talking about what you do want. It is a huge shift in intention setting, because now you can actually focus on a higher energy thing and then harness, focus, and direct your energy towards that, not towards fixing anything that you think is wrong with you. We're going to start to shift out of the resolution energy into the intention energy. But I'd actually like to teach you one more thing. If you are resolving to be more of something, to be better at something, or to be different, you're still aiming to fix yourself. So more, better, different disempowers you inside of the context of becoming something that you're not. We're always resolving to not be ourselves. Stop doing that. And then again, shout out one more time, fixing doesn't work. One of my favorite ones is like, especially around resolutions, don't go to the gym more, just go to the gym. It's already in the more language that it's not enough, but every single time you go is enough. And if you're truly wanting a great life, I'm guessing going to the gym or being like, for me, I don't actually go to the gym. Every day at home, I do 10 push-ups and some sit-ups, and I stretch, I get to the beach, I meditate, and it's all part of my healthy lifestyle because I love myself. And I love myself, so I'm not trying to become anything more. I just love my body so much that I treat it really well. And so I don't resolve to fix anything. I've gotten some feedback from people like, of course you don't resolve to lose weight. Like, you look fit, you're athletic, you're tall, that it works. Like, that's definitely not your resolution. But it is to stay healthy. I definitely have the intention to live in well-being. And because of that, I take care of my body naturally. And so this is actually the energetic shift. There is no fixing. You can just want to be your best self, your happiest self, your whole and complete self. There's nothing you have to do to become that. This is the real shifting moment, is where you realize you are already perfect, whole, and complete. And we say, now what? All we know how to do is to try to fix ourselves. So if we're not fixing ourselves, now what? Now what is that you actually be yourself. And so as we shift over, we're going to start to talk about intention setting. Write these two notes down, because intention setting, the basis of it is to know the experience you want to be having of life. So write that down: experience of life and experience of self. So as you go through intention setting, you are looking at, what's the experience I want to be having of life right now? And what's the experience I want to be having of myself right now? When we're resolution setting and we are frantic and we are in judgmental mental energy, we miss out on the little breadcrumbs from the universe that we're doing all right. Maybe we're actually okay. And we're great human beings. And just in case you need to hear it to kick off this year, you are a great human being. You were born that way. I know that a lot of life has happened to make you not feel that way, but you are. You're a really good person. You're a good person in your relationships, in your job, in your efforts, in the things that you do. And so if you start to relate to yourself as good already, now what? Now what experience of life do you want to be having? Now, what experience of yourself do you want to be having? Because inside of resolution setting, the experience of self is broken, but inside of intentions, the way you relate to yourself is a contribution, a light, being love in the world. We're going to actually move into about a 5 to 10 minute meditation so that you can really visualize and meet with the self that is full and whole and complete, living in the life that you intend to be living. As I begin to talk us into this meditation, my invitation is that you slow your body down for a few minutes, that you start to really relax and feel yourself slowing down and releasing any tension that may be building up in your body. So go ahead and take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. And relax. And as you breathe in, I'm going to keep talking, but just continue to regulate your breathing and tune into my voice. And breathe in and breathe out. And when you breathe in, I want you to feel all that oxygen just coming into your body to bring in fresh air, and then let any tension out with your exhales. Breathing in and out. And as you begin to relax, I want you to feel your body relaxing down the back of your head, past your ears, down your neck and your shoulders. Relax. Let your body start to tingle as you feel a little bit looser and lighter. And as you see this self, this experience of life and the experience of self you want to be having, I want to call in this future version of you, making your dreams come true. See her as she enters the room. See him as he enters the room. This is the you that you talk about all the time. The you that has everything together. The you that is achieving your goals, your visions with power, poise, and grace. Take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. And see that future version of you. Notice their energy, their posture, their aura and demeanor. Notice the way that you walk and talk. Notice your smile and the look in your eyes. Notice the power behind your vision. See it, feel it, absorb it. This future version of you has a message for you. Receive it. They know what you're creating. They know your deepest passions and desires and goals. And as you see this version of you, step into this version of you. Become one. Notice their hands becoming your hands. Your mind and heart and soul merging, becoming one and being powerful. And now imagine that self. Walk yourself in front of a mirror and see this ever so powerful version of you in front of the mirror. Stand tall, shoulders back, chin up, and chest out. Seeing this future version of you, powerful, passionate, and excited. Clear about what you're taking on in this day, in this month, in this week, in this year, and for your life. Knowing the experience you want to be having of life. Seeing in front of your visual eye right now, your spiritual eye, your mental eye, the self that you know yourself to be. Powerful, radiant, joyful, loving, kind, compassionate. See all of that and know that this is who you are. And you don't have to resolve to fix any of that. You get to intend to make a difference. Intend to live the life you want to live. You get to intend to love and be loved and be the contribution that you're here to be. And so as you begin to make your way back into your body and back into this call, hold on to those messages that you received. Hold on to that energy that you feel and bring it back into your body as you join us back into this call. And as you come back down, feel your hands again, feel yourself, feel your energy, and take the extra moment to write down the messages that you received. Write down the vision that you saw. This is also a good time that if you thought of any inspired idea, or if someone came to mind during that meditation, or you forgot a dream that you used to have. Sometimes in these intention setting meditations or visions, I'm like, oh, I never did that thing. I forgot to visit that place. Because from this space, again, it's about the experience of life and the experience of self that you want to be having. Beyond this exercise today, I invite you to spend a little bit of extra time journaling around specifically make a list of the experience of life you want to be having. So after this call, you can spend that time meditating and focusing and really creating a full list for yourself, because when you journal and then you come back to your journaling, you can see that you've actually created the life you used to pray for, you used to plan for, you used to hope for. And so I'd love for you to list the experience of life you'd love to be having. You can write, I'm so happy and grateful for the experience that I want to be having of life. I'm so happy and grateful for my health and wealth and well-being. And so you guys intend to have those things, intend to be living that life, because ultimately it's about the container of life you're creating. What kind of container do you want to be living in? Let's use a house example. Some people know that they want a big house or they want a big kitchen. I know that I want my kitchen to be big. That's the experience of life I want to be having, is cooking and food flying everywhere and it's smelling delicious and the lighting, I can see that. And I can see the me that exists in this big, beautiful kitchen, cooking food and for my family. And so it gets me so excited. There's no resolution to fix anything there. It's just an exciting thing to create. And so when you create powerful intentions, you create a powerful container for you to live into. This is where there's the room for growth. It's not about fixing, it's about growing into the fullest version of yourself. Again, it's not about fixing, it's actually about unleashing your heart to create, unleashing your mind to see and believe and manifest. And then your body is going to, of course, follow in suit. And so my invitation for you is to really sit and create that long list, the experience of life and the experience of self that you want to be having. Because if you can really create those two lists powerfully, you're going to be able to sit back and look at it and be like, that's an awesome life. I'd love to live that life. And here's the last step of this. As you create this fuller vision, this empowering vision, every day, every segment of your day, you want to ask yourself, am I in alignment with this future vision? Is the decision I'm contemplating now in alignment with this future life I'm creating? And because you have a new touch point to reference, you have a new touch point to make your decisions based on. So this isn't I'm trying to lose 10 pounds, this donut isn't good for me. It's I'm creating this big, beautiful kitchen and a family to fill it with and food to fill it with. So what am I going to do next to make that happen? It's a much more pulled by your passions instead of pushed by your fears. And that's what we want to shift out of, the problem energy into satisfied, happy, whole, and complete energy. As we wrap this up, I would love to invite you guys to email me anything that you have, because I'd love to hear about these words you're creating. If you get really inspired, you can write your word online, tag me, and I can celebrate with you there too. I have all the things, abigailgazza.com, do all the fun stuff. Thank you just so much, because your time is precious and I appreciate you spending it with me. You're here ready to create what you can see in your mind's eye, and you have permission to create it. So unlock yourself from fixing anything and set yourself free to create anything that you want in life. Thank you for being here. If you do have any questions, if you need any support, you can reach out. Thank you for tuning into the Intention Setting Masterclass. You can create a life you love.